You'll never be good enough. Good enough does not exist. Okay? So let's walk through this. Like when you were a kid, when you're a little child, what did you want to be? Now, of course, you get a standard. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a police officer for whatever the fuck reason. But what did you want to be as a kid? Like, what were the wildest dreams that you had? The wildest pigmentations of your imagination. Okay? Like, if you could have anything in the world, what would you want? So here's the thing about good enough. Good enough doesn't exist. Good enough is a societal construct. So you might ask, well, what do you mean it's a societal construct? Well, who's telling you what? Who's telling you that good enough exists? Like, is it the people? It's like Andrew Tate with all of his millions of bucks. Like, when he in that one video said that all you need for a good life is like X amount of cars, like 10 girlfriends, be in top 1% shape. Like, is it Andrew Tate that's telling you that there is such a thing as good enough? Or is it the actual NPCs, the average people who just walk around you, make 1k per month, make 2k per month, are out of shape? Okay? Is it those people who are telling you that there is such a thing as good enough? And even if there would be, you have to ask yourself, good enough for what? Good enough to buy a private jet? Good enough to have 10 chicks? Good enough for what exactly? Okay? So when you start peeling the layers back, what you realize is that if you want shit, if you want a shit life, then yeah, might be good enough. But if you want a life worth living, where you're actually winning, if you want that kind of life, if you want to get ahead, well then, there is no good enough. Like, do you think that was Michael Jordan good enough? Now you might say, sure, he was good enough, like he was the best fucking basketball player of all time. Yeah, but do you think Michael Jordan himself thought that? Of course, Michael Jordan didn't think he was good enough. Okay? Because you can always be better, achieve more. So, like, there is that component to it. And because you can win more, like, think about sports. The fuck does good enough mean in sports? Good enough to win a championship? But, like, why would you stop there? Like, it doesn't make sense. Good enough to do it over and over again? Like, there is no good enough. And, like, the thing is, it's also impossible to judge what good enough even means. Okay? Because you don't know how good you'll have to be next season to beat the other team. You don't know. What you do, however, know is you need to be better and you need to be as good as you humanly can be. Okay? So, it's like this. People will tell you, you got enough muscle, like NPCs. You got enough muscle, you don't need more. But here's the thing. Why wouldn't you want more? Because it's like, the more muscle you have, the better your life is. So it's like, good enough for fucking what? Why wouldn't you need more? Because it's like, what else are you gonna go do? Seriously. watch Netflix instead of hitting the gym now because you got enough muscle. The fuck? Like, here's the thing. If you have something, someone wants it, okay? And this applies to muscle in a weird sense, okay? Like, obviously people can take your muscle mass away from you, because you're competing against other people. If someone has more muscle mass than you, that puts you at a disadvantage, okay? And so, like, people will try to tear you down, okay? And surpass you in things, and if they do, that puts you lower in the hierarchy, and you don't fucking want that, because that's when you start losing, okay? So there is no good enough. The answer is, quite frankly, more. It's just this more, okay? And so you need to stop setting low ambitions for your life, because there is no good enough. The question isn't what's good enough. The question is, how far can you go? What can you achieve? What can you do? Okay? It's like, is good enough going to help you achieve your wildest dreams? Let's say you want a cabin up in the mountains. Is being good enough at work gonna get you there? Or is being the fucking best and then being even better gonna get you there? And even then, which is gonna get you faster there? So there's this one thing with all of this. Like, when has your life actually felt the best? Is it when you're doing the bare minimum? You're kind of working out, you're kind of working hard, you're kind of doing your habits here and there. All I'm gonna say is that in my experience, when life has felt the absolute best is when I've been locked in. Okay? Like, even now. How long have I been meditating? It's like over 3 weeks or some shit. It's that energy you feel when you're on an upwards trajectory. That's when life's the best. When you're growing, when you're moving forward. Okay? Stagnation will kill you mentally, because you still have to go through the emotions. Okay? It's like going to the gym and not making progress. Like, you're still going to the gym, you're not just getting any results from it. And so that just is going to suck. Okay? So you need to be on an upwards trajectory, and you need to be moving forward. It's like years ago, when I used to play games, like, was it fun? Was it something I actually enjoyed? Maybe you like doing the bad habit in and of its own, but do you like your life? Because if you don't like your life, well, then that habit is shit. Because what happens if you just play games all the time? Even if it's chess, you're not moving forward, you're not moving upwards in the world, and when tomorrow rolls by, which it will, you won't have anything to show for it. And that fucking sucks. Okay? You want to be building something. You want to have growth in your life, tangible, that you can see and feel in the air. Okay? So you need something to work towards. Okay? Even just for the sake of your mental health. Like, going to the gym, even for your mind, does wonders. Okay? But if you stop going to the gym, your life's gonna start sucking quite fucking fast. Because if you're not moving forward, you're not staying at 0, you're going negative. Okay? So if you start thinking about something and be like, yeah, I'm making enough money, I got enough chicks, I don't need more, I'm in okay shape, I don't need to get in better shape, I got enough muscle. What that does to you is it makes you complacent. That thinking of good enough. And so, well, what happens to you if you actually think that, if you actually just start playing games instead of going to the gym, if you start watching Netflix instead of going to the gym, what happens? Well, so you don't stay the same, first of all. Okay? You start to get worse. Okay? You can't maintain a level like that. Like, there is no shit doesn't exist. Okay? You start to lose muscle mass. You start to get in worse shape. You start to get fat. Probably depressed as well, because you're living like a subhuman. As it's like, you're gonna start losing. Your mind is gonna be less sharp. And like, even if it would be easier sometimes to skip the gym, to get complacent, to not want to keep walking up the fucking hill, you need to ask yourself, like, is being a limp dick loser, an NPC, a bitch, isn't that hard as well? Is that not hard? Is that not difficult? Because the truth of the matter is that it absolutely unorderly is. Okay? You might not notice it right away. But 10 months down the line, 5 years down the line, when there is a chick you want, okay, but you can't get because you started slacking off, because you started getting worse, life's gonna punch you in the face, and it will hurt. Okay? So you can't be a complacent little bitch. And so there is no middle ground. You need to walk up the hill. Always. Okay? And here's the thing. Like, when you're surfing, you wanna stay above the fucking wave. Okay? You wanna keep moving things forward. If you're under the wave, but you can't surf under the wave, so the fuck, you fall over. So it's like, it's your choice, really. You don't have to win, you don't have to progress, you don't have to feel great, you don't have to like your life. We need to decide. Do you want to keep growing? Or do you want to get run over? Because at the end of the day, those are your choices. You either show up and realize that good enough doesn't exist, or you lose everything you ever dreamt of, as well as everything you have right now. Okay? Now on the flip side, you can always win more. Always. Like, you can take your wildest dreams, your wildest imagination, and probably 10x it. Okay? That's what's actually possible if you give it your all. Now, if you decide to not focus on something, let's say you got work to do and you don't want to focus, you really just don't have the time, you don't have the energy to go to the gym. Okay? You can decide not to go to the gym, but what you have to understand is that unless you're taking extra testosterone, you lose progress. you're not gonna maintain it, you're gonna most likely lose progress. Okay? Like, if you don't water a plant, it's gonna wither away. But if you water it, well, you have a great fucking plant. Okay? Same is true for life. The same is true for what you spend your focus on. And here's the thing. You will never be able to say what good enough is. Because it doesn't mean anything. The only plausible way to where you can say something is good enough is like if you look at your routines, you go, okay, this is what I gotta do each day to actually achieve my goals. Okay, you break down like, okay, I want to get a job, how many applications do I gotta do? Okay, I want to make YouTube content, how many videos do I gotta do? I do dropshipping, okay, how much stuff do I need to do for this? But even then, before you've done it, before you have the results in, you don't know if it's good enough. Okay? You never know that beforehand. And it's like, some things you'll actually never be good enough. Like going to the gym. Because your life will just get better the more muscle you have. So like, if I look at my life and working out, it's like, I just gotta do it for the rest of your life. You gotta show up to the gym at least 3 times per week. Rest of your goddamn human years. Okay? It's like, by the time I'm 30, okay, like, I need to work out 10 years straight, and by the time I'm 30, I won't have enough muscle. And it's not good enough. Because had I a bit more, had I 2% more muscle mass, by the time I'm 35, my life would be better. So it's like, there is no good enough. You can't, like, especially on things like money and muscle mass, there is no ceiling you can reach. You can't. It doesn't exist. So there is no finish line. So you gotta keep going. Okay? And you need to keep moving no matter what. Because if you stop along the trail, you lose. As you need to learn to love the process itself. And that way, you get to wake up every day, you get to see progress every day, and you actually enjoy making it. And that, by far, is the best way to live. More chicks, better results in a gym, more money. If you have a hobby, better results in that. Better sleep, better this. Like, you see your stats go up. Your life becomes better. You get a better car, you get a better crib. That's the way to go. I'll catch you in the next one.